Welcome back to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank y'all so much for stopping by again today on this beautiful rainy Friday morning in the Philippines. I want to talk about something that I ran across today while I'm looking and researching something else. Y'all know I'm obsessed with why some men willingly come over here and hand over their life savings to women over here, basically ruining their lives, certainly in the fourth quarter, in a time when we really should be more selfish. We really should be doing more for ourselves. And it's called the attractiveness gap. I never heard of it. I've heard of the wealth gap. I heard of the age gap, but never the attractiveness gap. And I've even got some notes here. I normally don't do this on my videos, only on my live streams, but this is so important. It's so deep that I didn't want to leave out anything. But the attractiveness gap, it refers to a disparity between the physical attractiveness of partners in a relationship. And of course, how it affects decision making in a lot of ways. But not only affects decision making, but it can create a power dynamic that may result in one partner making concessions or compromising their values, leading to decisions that aren't in their best interests. Stop me if you've heard this before. See, it's deeper, guys, and I've been trying to tell y'all this, than just men being blockheads. Something else is going on over here that causes us the problems. Remember, I tell you that something happens to us when we get over here finally. Sometimes it happens to us when we're even just chatting with the woman online. But this right here is going to hit you over the head. It says the less attractive partner, in our case, us, 99 times out of 100, the women over here are much more attractive than us, may engage in riskier behavior or make impulsive decisions to seek approval or validation from their partner, potentially leading to negative outcomes. You handing over your life savings, dying sometimes. Now flip that upside down, and then it says the more attractive partner may unconsciously, because a lot of times these women, they aren't doing anything. They're just going about their lives as usual until we get over here. So she unconsciously dominates decision making, leading to a lack of balance and fairness in choices that affect the relationship. Like what, Sunshine Shoulders? Well, I'm glad you asked me that. To impress the more attractive partner, the less attractive partner, us, we may spend beyond our means, ladies and gentlemen, on extravagant gifts, motorcycles, cars, diamond rings, houses, lots, expensive dinners, eating out all the time. You realize that the woman that you deal with probably doesn't eat out more than 2 to 3 times a year. Never at the places you take her to. And then it says unique experiences. Thailand, Vietnam, Malaysia, Boracay, Hang Lao Bahal. We overly spend. This attractiveness gap is deep, man. You never even thought about it. Everything's psychological, ladies and gentlemen. We're a man with a body. Look that up if you don't believe it. So it's all psychological as to why we do the crazy things we do over here. I'm just obsessed with it because ever since I learned about it, I've been trying to find out what makes men who are sane in their own countries come over here and act insanely. Giving away 36 million pesos, 10 million, 3 million. That's a lot of money over here. To women who, they don't even ask for it. We just willingly hand it over. So I wanted to talk about it, man. This attractiveness gap, man, it's crazy. You know, you hear the word simp a lot. It's psychological. It's all psychological. And they talk about the low self-esteem, where we go above and beyond what we need to do. Put your hand up if you don't go above and beyond what you really need to do over here. To try to seek the approval, to keep the relationship intact, to keep the woman intact. Because you're lonely. You're trying to escape that loneliness and isolation that you're experiencing all of a sudden. So we act submissively over here. We give the woman her way. We place her needs above our own. And it leads to these negative outcomes. I'm not saying it. The experts are saying it. We devalue our own opinions, our own preferences, our own choices, man, and concerns. How crazy is that? But it has a lot to do with this attractiveness gap. Look it up, ladies and gentlemen. Something's going on over here. Something happens to men when they come to the Philippines, to some men. And this attractiveness gap plays into that. It causes us to do things you would never do before. It says your insecurity can cause you to be afraid to voice your own opinions or concerns, resulting in decisions that are not in your favor or best interest. This is why we do the stuff we do. She's 4'11", 100 pounds, in her prime. If you're over here in the Philippines, you see examples of the attractiveness gap all the time. The 20-year-old woman with the 60-year-old man. The 30-year-old woman with the 70-year-old man. Sometimes it's the 40-year-old woman with the 60-year-old man. But you see it, and it affects our decision making. We all become simps. It makes simps of all of us. Look up simp. And if you got chat GPT, which I don't have, or anything like that, and let it break it all the way down to what a simp really is. It'll show you, man, why we come over here and become doormats. Literally lay down and allow women to walk over us. And they unconsciously do it. They're not even asking you for money. They don't even want to dominate the decision making. But that's just what we do. Let me tell you something, okay? There's something called idealization. Well, what is that, Cal? It says right here, it says, it's a psychological process. Remember, it's all psychological. Where an individual perceives another person, usually a partner, in an overly positive light, oftentimes exaggerating their positive traits and downplaying their flaws. So where does that play into the attractiveness gap? Because we idealize these women. It says the idealization of the more attractive partner can lead to overlooking important issues. This is very important. Or red flags, and I use red flags so you'll know what I'm talking about. That should inform critical decisions such as moving in together or financial planning. When I ran across this stuff today, I had to share it with you. I've stopped making videos every day. It's not required. And people don't take my information, they take my information for granted. They want to be entertained. They don't want to be educated. I just like to help people. I like information like this. When I run across stuff like this, man, I hurry up and write it down and try to internalize it and then spit it out to my audience. Because it's going to help you. It's going to stop and make you think, man, Why am I acting so out of character over here? I'm doing things I would never do. People become booty lickers over here. I mean, they literally just go out of their minds and put the woman on a pedestal and just go out of our way above and beyond what we really should be doing. We almost become like zombies in some cases. So thank y'all so much for stopping by. This is deep, man. I like to tread into the deep end of things every now and then. I'm obsessed, man, with why men come over here, some men, and willingly just hand over their life savings, man. All that hard work, all those late nights at the factory, all that overtime. You neglect your health. You neglect everything, your well-being, only to give it all away to some woman who, in most cases, doesn't even ask you for it. So if you're in America, if you're in the Philippines, wherever you are, find your heart to help somebody. Not a day goes by that I don't help somebody. We can help people without giving it all away, without ignoring our own needs, devaluing our own selves. We can do that, guys. It's not even a case of waking up. You're already awake. You're just being stupid. This attractiveness gap makes simps of us all. We become infatuated with the outside beauty of the woman. She unconsciously controls your life. She's not even trying to do it. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay out of trouble. I'll see you next time. Don't do anything stupid. Learn as much as you can about what causes you to act out of character when you come over here. The first thing is to be honest. Are you acting out of character? Are you overspending and going above and beyond what you have to do to seek the approval of this young woman who's going to be with you anyway, for the most part? And it has a lot to do with financial stability, but that's not enough. We go above and beyond. We become simps. We all become simps in the true definition of simps. And I know I'm going to get a lot of pushback. I don't care, because you guys are in denial. Something's going on over here. It's more than just men being blockheads and imbeciles and nincompoops. It's psychological. It's all psychological. All we are minds with a body. That's all your body is designed to do, is to carry around this magnificent mind. But if you don't care, if you don't care to research and find out what's going on over here, then you're going to be another victim.
Boots on the ground, don't do nothing stupid. Give that man his flowers, a tribute through music. If I don't know nothing, I know one thing.